Hello everyone, welcome back inside the Charles V. Keating Center here in Antigonish, Nova Scotia, U15AAA Provincial Female Championship. I won't get tired of saying that this weekend, I will tell you that. I'm excited to be here, and we are underway here in the final game of the day between the Metro West Force Citadels and the Valley Wild. A big game. You know, you may say, oh, it's only the second game of the tournament for these two teams. Why is it big? Well, I'll tell you what. Like I was saying earlier today, because you play everyone once, you're only getting 4 games, and there's no semifinals, only a championship game. If you lose more than 2 games, if you're 2 or more, you're likely not going to make that championship final. So the Valley Wild are, pushing extra hard here for a victory. The Citadels won their first game by a score 5-3 over the Metro West Force Warriors, and the Wild lost their game 3-0 against Metro East Inferno. So big game, final game underway here. Excited to be here. My name is Troy Langstaff. Thanks for joining me here on the High Button Sports live stream coverage of Provincials. We'll be here for all 5 games tomorrow, and then of course the championship game on Sunday morning at 11 a.m. Citadels looking to play it out. Intercepting the puck there was Gwyneth Galloway. Galloway will carry it down low. Circling the offensive zone, back to the point. That shot goes into the shin pads of Rachel Hartnell. Hartnell down the far side, trying to work around a couple of Wild defenders. Gets pushed into the boards, stays with the puck though, plays that out in front, and that just sails through the crease over the stick of Harley Foubert. Neutral zone now, Vino. We'll just fire that to the far side, no one home. Vino will get it right back. Inside her own end. Citadels looking to start a little rush here. Robertson will carry it all the way in. Sharp angle shot attempt. Caught a piece of the stick. Looks like that was Seeley Chapman. And tight. Galloway again. Played up the wall for Zara Prince. That gets thrown out in front. Big rebound. Second chance. That one goes just wide off of the initial shot by Isabel Bush. Big rebound. Let out there by Emma Chisholm. That one goes out of the reach of a handful of sticks, and will be an icing call here against the Citadels with 12:46 to go in the first period. Right there in between the pipes for the Citadels. First start of the tournament for number 1, Ruth Millward. We'll see what she can do, and if she can play well enough to carry her team. Well, not necessarily carry, but give her team the best opportunity to win their second game in a row here at Provincials. Playing up the wall, or down the wall rather, trying to throw it out in front. Wild can't hold the zone, they'll touch up. Prince is there. That one also comes loose. Smith takes a spill. Wild had to be careful there, otherwise it looked like it potentially could have been a 3-on-0 for the Citadels. Near side now for Alyssa Brown, back into the middle. Brown will follow up, swipe at it a little bit too early. The puck was bouncing as Brown takes a spill, and the offensive zone will have to clear up before the Wild can get in there. Rozong played around the wall. According to the box score earlier today, had 2 goals. I mentioned it during that game. If you were tuning in to watch the Citadels, you may have heard me say that my goals must have been wrong on my sheet, as they weren't matching up with the box score, but that's what we'll go with. So Rozong had 2 goals earlier in that game. Citadels wanting a tripping call, as it was Rachel Hartnell that took a spill or fell over top of one of the Wild players. Looked at both the referees and didn't see any arms going up. Hartnell now going to carry it inside the offensive zone, and again takes another spill, but looked like the puck was certainly played first on that one. Wild looking to go up the boards. Far side now is Gwyneth Galloway. Galloway cutting in the middle, but a couple of Citadel players right on her right away. Foubert trying to work it in. Foubert will take a shot, goes wide off the end boards, trying to play it back out in front, hits the back of the net. Actually sitting on the back of the net, able to knock it off. It's been happening a lot today. Just the one time I think that play's been blown dead. Other than that, the players have done a good job of knocking it off the net and continuing. the action. Robertson down the left side with speed, cutting into the middle, takes a shot, rebound comes out. Swiped the backhand, but the puck was already on as Chisholm making a good save there. Chipped up by McLean, and will race after it. Gonna win the race to the puck there. Some good speed down the left side. McLean looking for some options. Will play it back to the point. Sent back down low by Smith. Prince gets taken down there below the goal line. Carried up by the Citadels. Robertson will shovel it up the wall. Knocked down by Harland. Well, trying to work it forward now. Here's Prince. Gets pushed into the boards. Coming to support out is Smith there as it gets played back in the neutral zone. Robertson across the line, dumps it in and peels off on a change. Galloway now. Lots of room, looking to go right down Main Street. Go to the outside, has it knocked away. Beaton now. Carly Beaton looking to see what she can do around the outside. Looking to throw that out in front and almost went off of the defender's skate and past Chisholm. Long shot from the point. That was Sarah Almond. Put it into the defender. Just one wild player in the offensive zone now, getting some support. They're making a change. Or a couple of them, rather. That's narrowly turned over. Played back up the wall. Cassie Tenwald was able to get an initial stick on it, but the second whack was dumped all the way in the Valley zone. Far boards now. Nice feed in the middle. Quickly shot on goal by Hartnell. Again, went off a skate. I'd be interested to see what the blocked shot totals would be in these games, because it feels like I've been saying that a lot. Deflected, tipped, blocked, played out in front. Good backhand chance and another save there by Chisholm. A couple of good ones there. Now it's a race for the puck on the far side. Allison McLean will get there first, driving towards the net. High shot. Stop made, and the puck was loose. For a moment, Millward making the initial stop. Rebound was down there, but blown dead because the official, again, on the wrong side. We've seen that a couple of times today. As frustrating as it might be, there's nothing you can really do on that. You can be upset with the official all you want, but you know the rule. If they can't see it, told to blow the play dead and on the opposite side of the puck. Chapman in the corner gets knocked over. Will throw it up the wall. Able to hold it in was Brooklyn Vino. Played down below the goal line again. Chapman playing the body this time. Here's Robertson. That goes off the stick out in front. Swiping away at it was O'Day. Couldn't get it to go. Hopping over the stick of Vino. We'll head back to get it, being chased by Sorbetti. Off the boards it goes. That's intercepted here by Valley to the outside. Shot taken and save made there by Millward. Gwyneth Galloway has gotten out to a quick start. Got a couple good looks, forcing a turnover there and getting a shot on net. 7:20 to go in the first period. Back to the line. Thrown in by Smith. Smith pinching in, got to be careful. The support gets there. It could have been awfully dangerous, but it does come out of the zone. Maddie Nogler doing a good job of recognizing no one at the blue line and heading back to cover. Offside, and the puck trickles in and hits the skate of Zara Prince. There will be an offside called here against Valley. Valley getting a tough draw in terms of the schedule. They play the first game of the day tomorrow morning at 8:30. Not like we're going to have a super late ending time here today, or tonight, but just looking at the schedule, it's kind of tough to accept the fact that you see your name and then right below it, you see it again. Chance here for the Citadels to the backhand shot off the side of the post there by Beaton. Best chance of the game there by the Citadels so far. Chisholm not necessarily having to make a save on that one, but slid over and forced Beaton to go to the backhand even further. Just a good positioning play there. That gets thrown up the far board, sent around. 2-on-2 rush the other way for the Wild as it gets sent in. The official, that was Allie McLean. It gets dumped in. All the way through the neutral zone. Doesn't look like it has the gas. No, it doesn't. So getting there first is Bourgeois. Bourgeois. Good tape-to-tape pass to the near side. Fed into the middle now. As Driscoll tried to get things going the other way. Had it knocked off the stick, but play's going to be blown dead for another offside here against Valley. .540 to go in the first period. Laid up the boards. Lindsay McDonald goes across. Poked at by a couple of players. Now here's Foubert taking a shot. A bit of a tricky one in there on Chisholm. Almost looked like it hit the blocker and kind of rolled over for a moment. Now a chance here for Valley, and on a breakaway all alone here is Galloway, looking over the scoring blocker saved there by Millward. Galloway's been all over the ice tonight. It's just through the first period, first 10 minutes. Had a couple good chances, that being the best of the game, but Millward tall to the task at the other end. Might be in store for a goaltending duel here. Just played it in the middle here. Picked up by Isabel Bush. Bush looking to work her way through. Collides hard with, that's Allie McLean. All the way to the back end. Played up to the Valley blue line. Taking a second. A good smart pass by Nogler into the middle. Far side goes McLean. McLean centering feed, nice shot, rebound chance, and a couple good saves there by Millward. Puck still available. This Valley team is all over the Citadels right now, at least in the offensive zone. When they get their chances, they are good chances. Not by any means saying that Valley has been dominating this first period. It's been pretty even so far. But I think I'd be pretty fair in saying that the Valley has had the better chances. And more often as well. Wild making a change. Had to be quick there as it was played right up to the bench. Got to get off quickly. As they do. Smith jumping onto the bench. Centering feed there. Swiped at by Beaton, but a good defensive play by the Wild. And it looked to be Prince. Back to the line. Slap shot taken. Goes into the skates of McLean. Corner now. Played in the middle. They're going to continue to the near side. Too far for Prince. Arm is up for icing. Won't get there. Citadels looking to bring it up the other way. 3 minutes left to go in the period. Beaton takes it up the Valley line and just backhands it into the zone. Mackenzie McLean ringing it around the boards. Battle for it. Kept in and sent in deep by Rachel Hartnell. Back up the wall it goes. Takes a good bounce. Here's Galloway. Near side now for Prince. Prince trying to work down low. Galloway coming in, but a little bit too late as that hops over the stick. And kept in for a moment by Valley, and now that gets behind Lindsay McDonald. Gets back in position now. Turnover forced by the Valley. Melissa Brown looked like was off the bench trying to make a play. 3-on-2 the other way for the Citadel. Some good back and forth action here. Lauren Pittman. Hartnell now as Pittman will head back to the blue line. Far side it goes, chipped out. Hartnell will get there first and play it up. Galloway, far side. At the line, sent in deep by Foubert. Around the boards it comes. Collected by McLean. McLean trying to work her way through the middle. That puck slides along the blue line. And a plethora of skates. Robertson trying to chip it in. Didn't get a whole lot on it as Smith was there to box out the Citadel players, or forecheckers. Now into the middle. Right into the skate of Margot Sorbetti. Citadels will touch up on the delayed offside. McLean into the middle for McLean. Sorry, that was Smith and for McLean. 1 minute left to go in the first period. Collecting it is Allie McLean, far side, and ice not very fresh over in front of the benches. The snow kind of stopping that puck up a little. Bush now, backhand feed. Looking for O'Day. Mackenzie McLean, a little bit of time. That goes back to the point. And again, that ice working in the favor of the Wild as it hops over the defender's stick. And this is Galloway again. Bumped the defender, trying to come in on the near side now. Amiro was trying to skate that towards the net. 20 seconds left to go. Sorbetti battling for it, trying to feed it back out in front. Sorbetti, far side. Takes a second, spins away, 9 seconds left to go. That goes out in front and off the stick. Brooklyn Vino looks to carry it up the wall, sent in by the Wild. Everyone will slow up and the clock will run out on period number 1. 15 minutes gone and we are scoreless here in the final game of the day at the U15 AAA Provincial Female Championships between the Metro West 4 Citadels and the Valley Wild. We are in for a good one, my friends. So we'll be back in a couple minutes with second period action. Don't go anywhere. All right, puck dropped underway here at the Charles V. Keating Center. 2 periods left to go here on Friday, March 17th. The Provincials, that goes across the line. That was certainly close. Fed up the wall. Collected near side. Gabby Buffett trying to work it up. Overtaken by the Citadels. Hartnell into the corner. Still with possession, turning her back, trying to stay away there from Chapman. That gets fed out in front and a shot taken, but an even better save there by Chisholm. Maybe a 2-on-1 here for the Wild. The other way into the middle, trying to get the pass off there was Sorbetti. Had Buffett with her. Sorbetti still working for it down the boards. Good shift by this line right now. Back to the line, kept in by the Wild. Trying to cut to the middle is Galloway. There's 4 Citadel players around her. Citadel's able to take over and get it in, and Galloway's still well inside the zone. Maddie Nogler definitely didn't see her, but an offside called here against the Wild. Galloway and Robertson in at the face-off dot. One straight across the line pretty well as Molly Amiro jumps up and gets hauled down in the corner. According to the officials, just fell. Might have been that like that. Certainly way closer to the action than we are up here, as thick as these lenses may be. That goes off his skate. Play back in the neutral zone off of a skate again as Prince will carry it in. The Wild getting a couple bounces here right now. Played in the slot area. Galloway was winding up for that, but intercepted by Bourgeois. Bourgeois dumps it into the corner. It's the first one to her. Now pushed up against the boards by McLean. Galloway in a battle with one of the Citadel players in behind the net. That's Charlotte O'Dane. Around the boards. Maddie Nogler firing it to the far side. Now Valley maybe with a chance. Nogler will peel off. It was a 3-on-2 for a moment. That Galloway shot is stopped by the blocker of Millward. Here's Allman down the left side. Down below the goal line. Just heard a lot of popping. I was wondering what that was, and I think there might have fireworks going on outside. That gets thrown up the boards, deflected. Citadels are going to start the breakout. A nice saucer pass up for Evelyn Lefebvre. They'll throw it in. Shoveled up the boards. No one on that side, though, for Valley as that shot hits the side of the goal. Foubert spinning and firing that. Will go down as a shot. Foubert cutting into the middle. Nice trapper save there by Chisholm. Couldn't catch it, but got a piece of it. One-timer attempt in the slot area. As Valley able to clear. Now a race for the puck on the far side. Allie McLean looking to get there. It was Brooklyn Vino, though, with some good speed to win the race, and now we're coming back the other way. Ella Driscoll. Driscoll looking for a shot. Into the corner it goes. No one at the point. No for the Citadels. Rozong up for Hartnell. Hartnell across the line, centering feed. Hit the mark, but a good defensive play by Sorbetti to knock that away. That trickles out. Got to be careful here if you're Valley. Good stick again by Sorbetti to knock that away and up. Buffett will throw it into the far corner. Sorbetti getting there first for Valley. Couldn't quite get a piece of it, though, as O'Dane will shovel it up the wall. Offside waved off as Valley able to hold the line for at least a moment. 10:30 to go in the second period. Still in search of our first goal. Our lowest scoring game of the day saw just 3 goals. It was a couple games ago, a 3-0 victory for the Metro East Inferno over this Valley Wild team. Starting to feel like a bit of a barn burner as well. But lots of game left, still not even at the halfway mark. Smith got to be careful there. The puck was turned over, able to get it across and sent out. Wild on the forecheck, that goes in between all 3 players. Now the other way comes Robertson. Robertson stays with it, feeds it into the corner. We'll start the cycle or just dump it in and head off on a change. It's paid right through the middle back to the blue line, but thrown back in by Bourgeois. Carried out by the Citadels. Spinning around, firing a low shot. It was deflected in the corner. Sarah Almond with a good opportunity there and a good look. There's Almond again in the corner. Cycling it for Beaton. Near side it comes now to Lefebvre. Lefebvre fires that off the side of the net. Beaton makes a nice move, carrying it out on the backhand and pushed off the puck. Back to the point it comes for the Citadels. High shot is blocked and Valley will look to just send it the length of the ice, and they catch a break here as that goes off a body, so icing waved off. Prince battling for it. Bourgeois in there for the Citadels. Hartnell comes in. Pass fed across by Foubert. Near side, here's Hartnell. Hartnell down the right side, feeding that out in front, and they score! A beauty feed out in front. And it looks like it's Ella Driscoll who's going to be the beneficiary off of that gorgeous feed out in front, and the Citadels lead 1-0. So it is in fact Driscoll. A nice feed out in front. Vino trying to hold the line. Hartnell near side. Hubert giving chase. Driscoll will head off on a change as Valley looks to break out. Chipped around Vino. McLean down the left side looking to respond. Sharp angle shot stopped by Millward. Across the blue line comes Robertson. Shipped back up the wall. Just thrown into the neutral zone. Vino goes far side. Bush dumps it in. Lindsay McDonald will play it up the wall. There's Buffett. Hartnell with the lone assist on the Driscoll goal. Offside called against Metro West. Robertson far side. Across the line, sends it around the boards. Net below the goal line by Valley. Here at the point, Rozong told to send it at the net. Too late, puck was already gone down the boards. As that will go the length of the ice. That pass just off the mark, so icing called here against Valley with 7:04 to go here in period number 2. Finally have our first goal on the board. Rozong at the line. Here come the Citadels. They've got numbers and can't connect with a pass there. There was 3 of them creeping in towards the net, but a loose puck didn't find its way on the stick of any of them. Rozong will feed it up for Lefebvre. We'll chip it in. Back to get it now is Molly Amiro. And he'll battle for it. Comes loose in the slot. Driscoll swiping away at it. Gets pushed over. That goes off the boards. Valley looking to respond. Galloway will stop up. Fire it in deep and head off on a change. Driscoll gets the feed. Right at center. Turned over. Now here's Prince. Prince looking to chip it around the defender, but went into the skates of the lineswoman. Driscoll now. We'll fire it in. Head after it. Almost took a Citadel hop. That's turned over. Here's Bourgeois at the line. Takes a bump in the back as she was looking to shoot that puck. Here's McLean now. Intercepting it down the other way. McLean firing a high wrist shot and gloved down by Ruth Millward. That gets chipped around. Good play by Robertson, but couldn't corral that puck there. Here's Morrison. Morrison now thought about dropping it to Vino. We'll hold on now. She'll send it back to Vino. Vino's wrist shot goes in. Deflected off the shin pad of Chapman. Played in the slot now. That shot just narrowly goes wide. And the attempt by Almond. Almond will spin and fire that. Valley's got to be careful here. Firing it off the boards is Chapman. Vino holding it in. Chapman looking to go back up the wall, and that's just cleared out by Allie McLean. Icing against Valley now with 4:58 to go in period number 2 here. Final game of the day between the Metro West Force Citadels and the Valley Wild. Back underway tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m. Game number 6 of 11. That 11th game, championship game, Sunday afternoon or morning at 11 a.m. I think a good way of determining whether 11 is morning or afternoon depends on the time you wake up. That's my 2 cents. Far corner now, Valley finding it tough to get out of their own zone in the last couple minutes here. Citadel's pressing for a chance. That goes right underneath the stick of Chisholm. Tried to swipe at it, but just whiffed on it, honestly. Almond playing that out in front. Awaiting it there was Carly Beaton. That hits the side of the net into some skates. Whack at it. Another whack is cleared back to the point. It comes. Slap shot, and Chisholm gloving that down. This Valley team on their heels right now, as it seems like no one can make a clean pass. Maybe it's the ice that, well, isn't quite fresh. A lot of snow out there. Puck bouncing around a little bit. Nerves creeping in. Valley had a very good first period against a very strong Citadels team that finished first in the regular season and the playoffs. And just for comparison, Valley 6th during the regular season and snuck in with a 2-2 record in the playoffs to get that 5th spot. So that's played in the middle, one-timer attempt, but to finish that point, the Wild maybe coming in, had a good period, and as soon as that first goal was let in, going, well, maybe not. The high stick is waved down. The Wild players touched it up first, top of the slot now, wrist shot taken, creeping in, Chisholm goes beside her. That was awfully close, rolled up the paddle of the stick. That gets sent out of the reach of Bourgeois. Puck will slow down tremendously. Lauren Pittman goes off the boards. Thrown back in, and icing's waved off. Bourgeois being watched by Pittman. Into the far corner it goes. Held at the line. Spinning away is Isabel Bush. Far side it goes, now off the stick of O'Dane. Bush will collect it, stops up at the blue line. No offside, 2.5 left to go. Played through the neutral zone. As a Wild had gotten a stick on that, maybe something could have been created. A bit quiet there for a moment. I was just realizing that I was calling a player the wrong number. So Gabrielle Buffett wearing number 8, and on the other side, 8 is Lauren Pittman. I was just getting the rosters mixed up, so my apologies there to Gabrielle. 2:07 left to go in the second period. Citadel still leading by 1 goal here. It'd be a huge win here for Valley if they're able to get it done. But having a tough time finding the back of the net. Not due to a lack of chances, that's for sure. They were shut out in their first game by the Metro East Inferno. Lefebvre down the right side. We'll carry it in. Into the corner, fed out in front. Far side now, played back to the point. Back the other way, that shot hits a stick into the near side corner. Now played up the boards here as Buffett tried to play it in the middle, and that's an offside as Allman dished it back into the zone a little bit too early as Lefebvre was still inside that blue line, so offside charged against Metro West. Bourgeois sends that in back to get it for Valley. It's Ellie Harland. Harland will send it to the near side. Bourgeois backing up, anticipating a little rush. As the puck chipped around her now by McLean. McLean has a body in front in Sorbetti. McLean in the corner. Sorbetti battling for positioning right now with Pittman. Pinching in off the line is Amiro. 45 seconds left to go in this second period. That hits the side of the net, comes back out in front. Thought for a moment Millward had covered that up, but no. Trying to split the defenders here is Foubert. It's guided toward the near side circle. Driscoll in there as well. Now it's the Citadels looking to see if they can add to their tally before the end of the period. That chance, turnover forced, goes up, it's still loose as Chisholm wasn't aware where it was after a bounce, and that goes off the boards, and they're gonna let it ride out. Just 10 seconds left to go, icing waved off. I thought maybe there was gonna be a race for the puck, but Allie McLean just kind of held up. And that will do it for the second period. 30 minutes come and gone here from the Keating Center in Antigonish. 1-0 is the score in favor of the Metro West Forced Citadels. The goal scored by Ella Driscoll. And the Valley Wild have played a very good game so far. They should be proud of themselves, but still more work to be done. They got to find the back of the net if they want any shot of collecting any sort of points here in their second game of the tournament, looking to avoid going down to an 0-2 record. We'll be back in a few minutes as coverage of the U15 AAA Provincial Female Championships continues here on High Button Sports. All right, and with that, puck drop is underway in period number 3 between the Metro Force Citadels and the Valley Wild. 1-0 Citadels on the goal by Ella Driscoll. She's got a couple on the weekend, well, on the day so far. Have a couple games tomorrow. But Valley looking for their first goal of the day, first goal of the tournament, and it'll be a huge one here. So it'll be a pretty big upset, honestly, if Valley can come back to win this. They've been playing very well. Gwyneth Galloway has been all over the ice, had a ton of chances, and Emma Chisholm has been holding it down so far. So everyone loves a good upset, I guess, unless you're cheering for the Citadels, who have been good, and I think coming into the tournament, likely tournament favorites. Finishing first during the regular season, first during playoffs. That goes through the slot area as they try to work it out. Almost intercepted there by the Citadels. Here's Foubert. Has a bit of space, goes back to the line now. They'll fire that on goal. Chisholm with a good stop, rebounds there. A couple whacks at it from the far post, and Chisholm tall to the task. A long shot, and that's gloved down by Chisholm once more, making a handful of saves there. Just further proving my point that she's been good today, regardless of the result. So face off to the right of Chisholm. Played back to the point. Bush will go across for Vino. Vino will send that in off the boards in behind Chisholm. Thrown back the other way by Lindsay McDonald. Vino trying to work it down now as to get back as it's pushed in by Hartnell. Waiting for a minute there is Driscoll on the far side. Chucks it in a couple of feet as it goes off the boards in front of the Citadel bench. Here's Vino now. 1:45 into the third period. Played up, and Wild able to hold the line. Now they got to get in there. Cut through the middle. A bit of a dangerous play there by Bush, bringing it right through, but it worked out. She'll carry it through the neutral zone. Good defensive play there by Allie McLean to strip her of the puck as McLean has it now. Look like a bit of water there, maybe stopping that puck a little bit as McLean tries to feed it to the far side. Goes into the body of Prince and shoveled down the ice by the Citadels, but will be an icing. I was wondering, that looked pretty close, so yeah, it will be called. Face-off is going to come all the way back to the right of Ruth Millward, who also, credit to her, has been having a great game, and looks like the face-off's going to come to center, actually. Yeah, it will. Face-off one cleanly back by McLean. Saucer pass into the neutral zone. Good little pinch there. I suppose you could call that by Smith. Work to the far side now. Poking away is Riley O'Brien for the Citadels. O'Brien head back to get that puck. Plays it up the wall and carried out of the zone. Down the far side, a couple skaters heading to the net for the Citadels out in front, and connecting with it was O'Dane, but didn't get 100% of it. Got the shot off nevertheless. Robertson looking to play it out in front. Another chance here. Good stop there by Chisholm. Puck still loose. Citadels will continue their pressure here. Morrison looking to get a shot off. Had it knocked in between her skates. Back the line. Held in by Pittman. Back to get it is Smith. Smith will just play it out, but held in at the line. Thrown on goal by Bourgeois. Intercepted here by the Wild. Puck going back and forth. Everyone getting a piece of it. Now carried out by Allie McLean. Inside the blue line. Stopped up on her a little bit, and we'll just settle it down and swipe it in. Head off on a change. 11:19 to go. That pass knocked down in the middle. Chipped into the zone. Galloway heading after it. It's Bourgeois there. Will play it up the boards. Into the slot area now. Bouncing puck hops over a couple sticks from each team. Toe drag far side. Another toe drag. Carried out by Sarah Allman. Couple nice moves down the right side. Allman as it knocked away by Amiro. Amiro will feed it around the boards. Pinching in was Bourgeois. Looked like it might have been a wraparound attempt there. No good. Back to the line. Goes off the stick. Pittman back to collect it, being watched by Sorbetti. Bourgeois up to center. Nogler trying to play the stick, but thrown in by Almond. Lindsey McDonald will carry it to center, ring it around the boards. Bourgeois is going to get there first. Matty Nogler in there for Valley. Gets by her. Up through center, carried in by Foubert. Down the right side, has Driscoll heading towards the net. Foubert out in front, one-timer taken, just missed wide as Hartnell gets knocked down after taking the shot. Sent in, good stop there by Chisholm. Played out in front again. Valley with some good sticks there to knock it away, and no look to come out on a little bit of a rush here, as now a partial break here for McLean. Shot scores, tie game. Allie McLean, a huge goal for the Wild, and we are tied at 1. A massive goal there for the Valley Wild. Allie McLean able to get the puck in. Got it around the defender and went in on a breakaway and snapped it past the blocker of Ruth Millward. Riley O'Brien now with it. 9:30 to go in the game. Carried up by O'Brien. Icing here charged against the Citadels. So just one assist there on the McLean goal. Number 41, Matty Nogler. Face off one straight back by Robertson. There's O'Brien looking to play it up the boards, put it right into the shin pads of Cassie Tenwald. That gets played in the middle. Valley looking for another one, backhand sent in on goal by Brown. Now battle for it just inside the line as Galloway slowly creeps in. The pile is moving deeper into the zone as Galloway is pushing. The puck's still tied there. Some shouting saying that it's loose. And now it's dug into the pile. There's Galloway. Is closed in on by two Citadel players immediately. One being Charlotte O'Dane, who's now heading off on a change. Another board battle for it as O'Brien will send that into the far corner. Rozong. Up the boards, Valley able to hold the line for a second now. They'll have to get back. That's played in the middle. Goes underneath the skates. Here's Brown down the right side. Gets caught by Beaton. Brown still with it to the backhand. And takes a player down. A bit surprising that wasn't called. The stick right in between the legs there of the Citadel forward. Citadels looking to get one back here. Gets hauled down. No call on that one either as Chisholm makes a good save. But that first one down here in the Citadel zone, I think certainly should have been called. Valley getting away with a couple ones. Face-off coming to the left of Chisholm. 8 minutes and 1 second left to go in the third period of our final game of the day between the Citadels and the Wild. That gets shipped out, now a race for it. Allie McLean with tons of speed, finds it in the corner, backhand, tries to bring it out. Unable to connect with it in the slot was Sorbetti. Allie McLean carrying it up the wall, will go to the far side, but right onto the tape of number 17, that's number 10, Evelyn Lefebvre. Almost giving Lefebvre a golden opportunity there. That goes underneath the stick. As Bush comes in and takes a shot. Lefebvre far corner will try and play it behind the net now for Almond. Almond feeds that through. Gets by a couple bodies and out into the neutral zone. Bush up to the line. Goes underneath the stick of Almond. Wild played into the neutral zone now for Sorbetti. Sorbetti up for Galloway. Fires a shot from distance. Behind the net it goes. Played out in the neutral zone, but that gets behind Harland. Harland being chased in on. There's a Citadel player all alone out in front for a moment. Might have been Foubert. That goes off the stick of Sorbetti and Bush, and out of play. Face-off looks like it's going to come inside the Valley zone. 6:44 to go. Puck went straight to the boards. Worked up the wall and now played out. Now a 2-on-1 here for the Wild. Galloway will fire a shot. That goes off the defender and hits the side of the post. Millward was sliding to the far side, and almost a beauty opportunity or beauty chance there for the Wild. They're going to take their first lead of the game. Foubert now corrals it in the neutral zone, carries it down. Foubert, his shot goes off the skate of Amiro. Now played up the boards, and that's sent out by Nogler. 5:55 to go here in the third period, all tied at 1. Citadels goal off the stick of Ella Driscoll, and for the Wild, it's Allie McLean. End of the quarter now is Mackenzie McLean heads in to get it. McLean will stop up and go back the other way. Thrown around the boards off of a skate will clear the zone, so Citadels will have to touch up here. That goes played right back in. Mackenzie McLean with it. Just fired to the near side, almost knocked down. Brown able to get it, plays it into the middle now for Allie McLean. McLean on the backhand, fires a shot right into the glove there of Millward. The player waiting on the far post. Cassidy Tenwald was heading there and searching for a rebound as McLean fired the shot, but she's been excellent today, and if you're getting an opportunity that close in on Millward, I think McLean's probably one of the players you want with the puck. .5:10 to go in the third. Work through the neutral zone by Almond with a couple nice moves. Now has it poked away. Carried down the far side by Buffett. Delayed offside as looked like it might have hit escape. Wild will clear. Off the boards in for Beaton, who runs into McDonald. Sent up the far wall for Buffett. Now settled down by Galloway. Galloway looking to cut into the middle and was closed off by a back-checking Carly Beaton. Centering feed just out of the reach. Harlan throws that in as that takes a hop. Trickles in on Millward. 4:27 to go in the third period. Scramble draw, thrown in the corner now by Driscoll. Around the boards, here's Bush. Head up for Foubert. Shoveled back down. It caught Bush up high. They'll head back in front of the net. In the corner now. Here's Prince. Prince trying to work it further down low. 4 minutes left to go in the period. Shoveled up to the line. Amiro has to be careful. It got behind her, but good support far side. Thrown in by Nogler. Up to the line, and McLean can't hold it in. We'll play it back. Now picked up by Allie McLean for a moment. She'll peel off and head in for a change now. That pass goes off the stick of Foubert, and we'll go the length for an icing charged here against the Metro West Force Citadels. At 3.5 to go here in the third period. 1-1 is the score. We have yet to see a 1-goal game today. First one was won by 3, then a 2-goal game, then a 3-goal game, and then a 2-goal game in our most recent affair. But got a really tight one going on right now. Still a good 3 minutes and change left to go. If we do happen to get to the end of regulation and we are tied, we will have overtime. Yeah, like I said, yet to see it today. Should be exciting. I think as a fan of hockey, if you're not necessarily cheering for either of these two teams, I'm sure you'd love to see it. Played behind the net. Valley working slowly here. Don't want to force a chance. Can't do anything with that as it's cleared into the neutral zone. Now Harland. Harland up for Brown, had it in the skates. Takes a spill, there's Robertson. Robertson sends it in, heads off. Far side now, here's Tenwold. Tenwold working up, collides with Beaton in front of the Metro West bench. And a hard collision there in the neutral zone by Beaton and Chapman, it looks like. Both of them back to their feet. Now Galloway, far side, cutting in the middle. Beautiful chance. Galloway blocker saved by Millward. Crowd would have gone nuts had that gone in. I mean, most of them Citadels fans, but got a good chunk of Valley fans up there as well. And now another chance. Here's Ali McLean looking for a second of the night. Loses it for a moment as Millward knocks it away. Valley getting some good chances here. Momentum maybe a little bit in their favor. McLean couldn't get it to go there, and Galloway moments ago. Ruth Millward making a couple of dynamite saves here down the stretch. 1 minute and 30 seconds left to go in regulation. All knotted up at 1 goal apiece. Here's Beaton. Will go across. Having to slow up a little was Hartnell. Driscoll out front. Being covered now by Amiro. That goes off a skate. Now poked out of the zone. Shoveled up by Buffett. Carried in by Sorbetti. Sorbetti trying to spin and center that. Gets out front, but no one home for Valley. Drew Morrison. Sorry, that's Driscoll down the far side. Ella Driscoll centering feed. Shot got off. Got a bit of a bouncing one. Trying to take it in from the far near side corner was Hartnell. That gets played all the way up the boards and has lots of motor juice to get the length of the ice. Icing here against Valley. 40.8 seconds left. Now we're going to have a timeout. We'll see if neither team can draw something up. Maybe just more so trying to get a rest in. Neither coach really drawing anything up. More of a conversation over on the Citadels bench between head coach and team. So 40.8 seconds to go here from the Charles V. Keating Center in Antigonish, day 1 of the U15 AAA Provincial Female Championships. Final game of the night. And I think a game that a lot of people maybe didn't think was going to be this close. And no disrespect to Valley, but just based off the numbers coming into this game, Valley only had 5 wins during the regular season compared to the Citadels 14. Snuck into Provincials with a 6-point performance in the playoffs. Come in as the 5th seed if you want to write seeds, but we're underway and what an upset it would be, but the Citadels looking to take care of business and move to 2-0. 30 seconds left. Both teams are whacking away in the neutral zone. Maybe a bit more nerves creeping up. No one wants to be that player to make that mistake. Fed up in the middle, and here's McLean down the far side. Ali McLean. She's been using her speed all night long, and it's so noticeable out there as it's kept in by Amiro for a moment. 8 seconds left. Excuse me. Played up for Foubert. Just a couple seconds remaining, held up against the boards, and the clock will run out here in regulation. And it looks like with that, we are headed to overtime between the Valley Wild and the Metro West Force Citadels.
Here are the overtime rules for
Interesting. So I'll repeat the rules there if you couldn't hear from home or wherever you were watching. So at the end of regulation, 2-minute rest for both sides, and then we'll have 5 minutes of 4-on-4. And if no one can score after that, it will be a tie, and both teams will receive 1 point. So right now, both teams basically just battling for that extra point. I'm assuming. I can't imagine a world in which an overtime loss in hockey would give you 0 points. That's just the way it is. So battling for that extra point, 55 more seconds of rest time for these two squads. The Metro West Force Citadels trying to move to 2-0 with a victory here, potentially over Valley. They won earlier this afternoon in the 1 p.m. game versus the Metro West Force Warriors by a score of 5-3, and the Wild fell to the Metro East Inferno 3-0. Valley in tomorrow morning's game, so maybe looking to get out of here sooner than later. They play at 8 a.m. against the Whitecaps, Quad County Whitecaps, who I believe are 1-1, just looking over at my notes. Had a 3-1 victory over the Warriors and lost the first game of the day to the Inferno 5-2. So that'd be a good game tomorrow if the Valley can pull this one off. A couple of 1-1 teams in tomorrow morning. But the Citadels looking to have something to say about that. Looking to move to 2-0 here. Drama here at day one of the U15AAA Provincial Female Championships. We're underway. We'll see who is potentially going to be the hero. Heck, maybe it's going to be the goalies. Neither of them letting one by. Maybe we'll have a tie. Underway in overtime. Allman banking it around Amiro. Allman trying to pull it to the middle. A lot more space out there for these girls. Amiro down the right side will chip it around. O'Brien. Amiro, far corner. Played back to the point. Looks to be Mackenzie McLean. That shot on goal, and pretty harmless save there by Millward. Face off to the right of Millward. Back at the line. Here's Lindsay McDonald. Down low. Hearing a lot more shouting from the bench than what we heard. Played out in front. McLean with a shot. Just goes wide. Pinching in is Chapman. Now on the puck is Rachel Hartnell. Hartnell up the wall. Chapman able to hold the line and feed it back into the corner. 1 minute gone in overtime. That goes off a skate on the near side of Gabrielle Buffett. Down low is McLean. McLean, a little bit of room. We'll go back to the point now. Lindsay McDonald thinking about it. We'll go back to McLean, who gets it on the backhand. Citadel's just defending at this point, not really pressuring or forcing anything right now, which is a little interesting. Almost seems like they're on the penalty kill. There's McLean trying to work to the middle. Falls over the stick, and the Citadels will head out the other way. Some 3-on-3 down the far side. Looks to be Hartnell at beauty. Toe drag goes off the iron and back out. Here's McLean looking to use her speed, but on the back end of a long shift. So we'll elect to just send that in on Millward, who will deflect it into the corner. Galloway can't get it to go, but Amiro comes in and holds the line. Amiro's going to win the race to the puck. Bourgeois watching her. Amiro in the corner. Will feed it to herself. Back down low. Creates some space. Now has an option at the point, but won't get it there as an excellent stick lift by Amiro and gets a shot off. What a play that would have been had that found the back of the net. But Ruth Millward takes that right in the crest and holds on for another whistle. 2:50 left to go in overtime. Face off to the left of Millward, controlled by the Citadels. Carried down by Bush, trying to get it around the defenders. Bush still with it. They'll spin back, look to come the other way. No, looking to feed it out in front and try and just dig it in on Chisholm. Almost worked out. Vino up for Foubert. Bounces off her stick, and now here's Lindsay McDonald. Set across for Buffett, it looks like. That's Chapman, rather, on the far line, or the Wild. 2:13 left to go in overtime. Pass fed up for Bush. Lots of room. No one within 10 feet of her. Make that 20. Far side. Trying to work around. Toe drag in the middle is no good off the stick of Lefebvre. Now here's McLean, far side. Looking to show off her speed. Allie McLean centering pass. No one there. A couple players overskated it. Amiro in the corner. We'll come back to the line. Here's Gabrielle Buffett. Lots of space. Almost overskated it and just threw it in the slot area. Spinning around as McLean kicks it to her stick. Fires a shot. Good save there by Millward. 1:30 left to go in overtime. A game like this, you gotta find a winner. Someone's gotta score here in the final minute 30. Allie McLean will slowly take it in this time. Cutting to the middle, creating some space, pulling for the shot. Went off the back of the leg of Lefebvre. And in below the goal line. 1:10 left to go in overtime. Rozong will feed that up for Robertson. Gets knocked off the puck. Chapman now with it. It's been all Valley here in overtime. They've had way better chances and controlled pretty well 80% of possession. 50 seconds left to go, but all it takes is one shot. In between the legs of Pittman, carried across the line by McDonald, still with it. Long shot taken. Millward with the save. She'll play it. We'll continue on. 37 seconds left to go. Some tired legs out there by both teams as Galloway cuts back. Robertson will play it back to the point. 28 seconds left to go now. Prince out there for an overtime shift. Amiro down the right side. 20 seconds left. Amiro in the corner. Calling for it is Galloway. Amiro still with it. Still with it now. Will fire a shot. Galloway wanted it. Didn't get it. Far side. 10 seconds left to go. Shot taken. Millward with a save. Prince now with it below the goal line. Centering feed. Comes out. High shot. Galloway just misses wide. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. And the time will run out. No one is a winner in the final game. 45 minutes of regulation didn't do it, and 5 minutes of overtime solves nothing. So 1 point apiece for the Metro West Force Citadels and the Valley Wild. 1-1 is the score. We'll await the player of the game awards, but a fantastic game there by both teams. Valley with a gutsy effort against a very strong Citadel team. Ella Driscoll with the goal for the Citadels, and for the Valley Wild, it was Allie McLean who had herself one heck of a game. So I think we normally do handshakes after or before the game, but we'll do it right now and then have player of the game awards after that. But a fantastic game, and very grateful to have been up here and have the privilege of calling it. So day one here at Provincials has come to a close with the Citadels and Wild tying 1-1 apiece. But again, we'll just await the player of the game awards.
MVP for the Valley, their goalie, number 35, Emma Chisholm.
I think that's a fantastic choice. Player of the game for the Valley Wild, number 35, Emma Chisholm.
MVP for the Citadels goes to number 15, Mackenzie Rossong.
And Mackenzie Rossong, the player of the game for the Citadels. And I could be wrong in saying, I think she might have been player of the game in their first game as well, but Rossong with a very good game here tonight. So that'll do it for day number one. I just want to get a quick picture for the MVPs, but final game of the day on the first day of the U15 AAA Provincial Female Championships has come to a close. Thanks for watching all day long. If you were joining us here on the High Button Sports live stream, my name is Troy Langstaff. Hopefully you join us back tomorrow for some more action.